The big voice. KWTN 100.9 FM. Nebraska. The official radio station of the Winnebago tribe.
And 100.9 FM. We're going to get our styles dialed in here. Hopefully everybody can hear me out there. Welcome to the Winnebago Talks. What is Winnebago Talks? For those that don't know, it's a 1-hour show. We'll talk about a lot of things Winnebago and then surrounding areas and stuff. But I'd like to welcome in my host for today and for the very first time since last year.
I've seen you guys since last year.
All right, let me try to get your level once more here. Bethany, try it again.
I've been waiting for that joke all year.
New year, new me, right? We also have
Brian. How you doing?
doing good. And
Good morning, everyone. I'm Tyler Snake, the Winnebago Indian News Office Circulation Manager.
I think I got my levels right dialed in and stuff, you know what I mean? So, hey, welcome everybody, and thank you guys for joining us. Winnebago on the News in the house, and we also have Big Voice Radio with Bethany. And man, we have a whole slew and a whole heap and a whole, I need one more word and stuff that we'll kind of figure out and stuff. But welcome back, everybody. I know that we had the winter break, and hope everybody's winter break and Christmas and NYE and New Year's was pretty good. You know what I mean? I think that I think it was a good time, and I know a lot of people throughout the lands and stuff. We had some great weather. We did have our very first snowstorm, and I think Santa Claus blessed us with a kind of a white Christmas. How was that?
Yeah, it was for the first time in history. You know, that'll be part of this issue of the W.I.N and whatever. And it's kind of weird because, you know, the past several years, it's kind of been pushing 60.
Yeah, no kidding.
On Christmas Day, but this is the first time in a while that we actually had snow on the ground. So.
Wow, that is awesome. And how did you like your holiday break there, Bethany?
I enjoyed it a lot. It was nice to just kind of hang out with my nieces and spend time with them and my boys and just be around all the little ones in my life. It was awesome.
Yeah, for sure. And then Tyler?
I love sleeping in. So.
He's got caught up on your sleep for the whole year. Yeah.
Oh, wait today.
Oh my gosh, yeah, exactly.
I think a lot of kids, is Educare and Winnebago Public School, are they back in school session yet?
Not
No,
yet.
This Thursday, they'll have early out.
Oh, okay. All right. That's pretty awesome. I do have some news. I was talking with Amy Lapointe. Educare is going to be hosting a huge conference in May that we're going to be asking maybe the Winnebago relatives and some of the programs to help out with. And I think there's going to be a planning meeting and stuff, but over 400 participants are coming down, and Winnebago being the only Educare that's kind of serving Native American population, it's a huge thing. So we want to make sure that we get that out there. But that's going to be coming in May, and then we'll get some more information about as the time comes in here. Nonetheless, here, I'll turn it over to Winnebago into News, kind of recap what we had and then what we got coming up.
Yeah, the year 2023 was pretty dynamic, and so we won't be hitting it as much this issue simply because of time, and then also, you know, we're right up on the publication deadlines, etc. But in the next issue, we're going to be featuring kind of a year in review type issue. To be a little bit redundant there, can't get off the word issue. But at the same time, you know, a lot of stuff happened in the last 12 months, and 2023 had a lot of things that changed for the tribe, changed for the people, and then also brought forward a lot of different, I guess, experiences. That's probably the best way to say it, and so that'll be in the next issue.
Awesome. And Tyler, if they have anything that they want to publish, or for those people, get a hold of you. And when's the deadline?
Today is actually the deadline.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to update their mailing address, be taken off because their P.O. box closed or something, be added to the WIN contributors. That's weekly reminders for our deadlines. Or just anything, you can email me at tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com.
Awesome. That is very good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to some of the news sections and stuff. Can you kind of give us a preview of like maybe the headline articles or anything like that we got coming up?
Well, of course, you know, like what we were talking about, the holiday, Christmas itself, you know, because we're Christmas and New Year's in it there's going to be some information about that, as well as the Public Health Department also hosted the New Year's Eve sobriety powwow, and so there'll be some information and pictures from that event as well, and everything else, that kind of happened in this really extended 2-week period.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy because you think back at it, today is not Monday, guys.
I know.
So you kind of have to, shake that off and, really, jerk yourself out of it, because it's like, okay, time is real.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
But this issue is basically going to be like what we experienced over the holiday break, and it's going to be a pretty good one. So.
Awesome. Well, we'll let you guys get back to it, man. We appreciate you guys coming, and I know that today's the deadline. The issue will be out in the mailboxes on Saturday, and then we also have some kiosks and newsstands throughout the Winnebago land, and make sure you guys tune in and check that out here. And we appreciate Brian, as this is going to be probably his first real issue,
right?
If we're going to use that word,
yes.
And
use it over and over and over again. We have issue with the word issue.
Issues, man.
Yes, and we will have issues. The other thing I wanted to mention real quick, if I could, is that we're also going to be stepping forward into the digital world. So I don't exactly know the pathway we're going to follow, because there are a lot of different options, guys. But definitely look at the print media. We will never ever get away from, so don't get it twisted. Don't get. I'm not going to get my paper. Yes, you're going to get your paper.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're going to have digital media coming forward in a lot of real and significant ways, because there is so much that happens with the tribe, with the people, that honestly, I don't think that the paper was ever able to cover it all.
Yeah.
So hopefully, digital media will help bring forward all of the various areas, and then do you want to unveil it now, or do you want to do a full-on? Well, we'll probably do a full-on push in the issues coming in 2024 in very recent times. I mean, we're not going to wait until August. We're going to introduce page 6.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Kind of give people.
Yeah.
I like the idea of page 6 and stuff. Go ahead and.
Page 6 is essentially going to become its own thing, meaning inside of the Winnebago Indian News, literally on page 6, we're going to be featuring all the things that truly dig into and showcase and feature the cultural vitality of the Winnebago people. And so it isn't just necessarily tied to one thing, but it's going to be news, entertainment, music,
Awesome.
art, media of all types.
Yeah.
Featuring, of course, native artists and any way that we can get that pushed forward. Everything from the creators of traditional regalia and how their transition happened from when they were young to what they do now. I mean, there's so many different things. And then also native foods, cooking. Because that is an art form itself, I really want to give a shout out to the people that really push that, because it isn't just one thing and how it transitions. Now, don't get me wrong, I love, the corn soup and fry bread. We'll never get away from that.
Yeah.
But, there's so many different things. And so page 6 is going to be really the place that features the cultural vitality of the Winnebago people.
That's a good idea. I like
Awesome.
it. Yeah.
So.
Get some in-depth
Yep.
reporting, because there's a lot of positive things happening in Winnebago. So
Absolutely.
appreciate you bringing page 6. Is going to be debuting here. Probably not this issue, but it's coming up.
Maybe even
on
in the
horizon.
next one. We'll see, because it's going to start small. We got to get people aware of it. So at the same time, if you guys are native creators of any type of cultural awareness, cultural art, and whatever you think that is making a statement and impact, get a hold of us, and we'll bring it forward.
For sure. So I know that kind of to change the subject here. Let's talk about New Year's resolutions. It is 2024, a brand new year. You know what I mean? I think
Yes.
that I've seen a lot of people post on Facebook and kind of social media. This is the, what is it, 1 2 3 1 2 3 or something?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I thought that was pretty kind of creative and kind of how that thing goes and stuff. But New Year's resolutions. I don't know if we want to start with Bethany and kind of go from there, and we'll just kind of go around here, and then we would like to welcome those that are joining us on Facebook and YouTube. We have 5,000 people that are listening to us, if that's how many friends we have on Facebook. So I know they're all tuned in.
Potential to reach that. I
probably
think
still
for
asleep,
me, I know, huh?
Sorry.
Mine is my resolution for this year would probably be to just like be more present with my family. I noticed that I don't want to say like disconnected or nothing. Like I'm still pretty close to my family, but just be more present when I'm there, not sitting there on my phone or something. Like sit down and play games with the kids, that kind of stuff. Just make those little memories.
That's cool. That is a good one.
Very good.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I know that.
Sorry, I had a tear come down. No. I'm just kidding.
Well, because I kind of had the revelation the other day. I took my kids out, and my wife, she was out working or whatever and stuff. So it was just me and the kids, and we went to a Chinese restaurant. You know, it was real good and everything, but they were on their iPads.
Yeah.
Phone and everything, and I was looking, and I was kind of standing there, and I was like, if I just walked in, I'd be like, geez, man, the dad's missing out on everything. So I said, hey, you know, we're gonna have family dinner time. And like my little 6-year-old was like, what is that? You know what I mean? And he's asking all these questions, and I was like, okay, so we'll start it off, you know, we're just gonna ask how your day went and stuff. And then he's like, well, ask me, you know. And he just had the whole thing, you know what I mean? But those little moments and stuff, the iPad, like you mentioned, the social media, being on the phone and all that stuff, it does get a little. In fact, I know a lot of people that are starting to kind of shut down their Facebook, and you know, I asked them about that because it's a big distraction. You know what I mean? So
Yes,
I can understand. Just don't shut us down. You know what I mean?
Make sure you tune in.
Yeah,
Definitely.
This is not family time. You know, that's later on. I'm just playing. But Tyler, what is yours?
When he said that, I start trying to think of one. I don't know. I don't have one.
You're not gung ho into those and or anything like that?
Just keep doing what I've been doing.
New year, new me is not for you. Huh?
Well, you didn't see it
Same
earlier
here.
because she was mentioning it to herself out in the hallway. She said, my New Year's resolution, because she had a selfie, and then she said to have more fun, and she winked at her phone.
Yes.
Deletes my story.
Kind of had
No, for real, man. That is a good one because, make sure you guys have fun. You know what I mean? You're never gonna get the day back or anything like that.
That's
so
right.
just, you know, live it up and stuff.
Right, absolutely. Mine is a little bit, it's similar to Bethany's. The way that I guess I say it is to be more present with the people who are present with me.
Yeah.
Because for a long time, I understand, you know, scheduling pushes you in so many different ways, and you guys know that. And a lot of times I felt like I could have either spent more time with, you know, someone and made the, you know, the connection deeper, and I didn't do it. And so that's going to be mine. Be more present with those who are present with me.
Definitely.
I
like that one. So.
Ditto. No. I like both yours.
And then she selfied again.
Well, mine
Just kidding.
is okay. So everybody's probably gonna roll their eyes because when I said mine, that's when, you know, Ashley, she rolled her eyes and stuff. But I said, she said, "What's your New Year's resolution?" And I was like, to ride this thing until the wheels fall off, and she just rolled her eyes.
Because you had one hand on the steering wheel.
But I don't really get into them. You know what I mean? Like, there's
Yeah.
eat healthier and
Sure.
you know, start working out and all that stuff. You know, and it seems like they fall by the wayside. But I would have to go. I really like you guys' you know, the family time and stuff, because that is important,
Yes,
especially
it is.
this year. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of in the time of day. I mean, we were just kind of chillaxing yesterday and then just watching Callie run around and stuff, and that was just kind of in the moment thing. You know what I mean? It was really awesome. So, I seen that somewhere. I don't know if it was a comedian or somebody said that, but when your time is done here, you know what I mean, your spirit will transfer, energy transfers and everything, and you go on to the next one. But they said, you know, they're not going to be rolling up a kind of a bank roll to your funeral or anything like that, or what are those called, those Brinks trucks or whatever, and so you can't take the money with you. And I know that a lot of us are, you know, we have to pay the bills and all that stuff to keep a roof over our head, but at the same time, family time is something, and being with family that continue on, you know what I mean? So for sure. Yeah, I think that very good resolutions. Appreciate everybody's kind of feedback and input on that and sharing that with us. But 2024 off to a good start, and a lot of good things happening, not only for the win, but for the Big Voice itself. You know what I mean? We're looking forward to, we still have to have our Big Voice People's Choice Awards, and we want to accomplish that in 2024. So
Yes, indeed. And also, you know, the programming that happens here with KWTN and on, you know, terrestrial radio and that kind of stuff, it is so wide and diverse. And I also am looking forward to whatever else the year's going to bring, you know, because there's still a lot of space. And so the creators that we have, I think, are doing really well because they go in so many different directions. And then at the same time, you know, who knows what else it's going to bring.
Saturday, Sunday, just, you know what I mean? Like,
That's
I know
right.
a lot of people listen on the way into Sioux City and everything too. So if anybody out there has an idea for a show, you know what I mean? Come and talk to Bethany, and we'll get you guys kind of.
And I did see the billboard is up.
No.
Did you?
At Homer.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
Highway 77 North, just outside of Homer, there's a row of 3 billboards, and it is up.
Oh my
Quiz.
goodness. Now I gotta go see it.
Yeah, all right. So we're
You
done
gotta
here.
send that
You gotta go, guys.
So when I went to the gym this morning and I looked and I said, hey.
Nice.
So, yeah, nice.
Took a selfie.
The year of the selfie.
Almost crashed.
All right. Well, we'll let you guys get back into it. And then, best of me, we have to talk about some of the things that happened over the weekend and stuff, over the last couple weekends. I know that the Winnebago Public School did a historic wrestling match.
I seen that. Yep, I got the little visual pulled up too.
And then I seen on social media, too, that the Winnebago Lady Indians, they faced the #1 wrestler in the state. And I believe Dulcie's daughter, I'm not
Precious?
sure. Yeah, we'll have to get the results on that. I was
Yep.
trying to watch it. She said it was a good match. She said, excuse my shouting and stuff like that. But maybe for the Big Voice Sports Show, we can have the results of that. And what did they say on here? Full house in Winnebago. It was posted on KCAU. And over 300 grapplers from 37 teams on the mat. One of the largest state meets in history.
The
of
Winnebago
Yeah.
Invitational Wrestling.
And it was, you know, I drove by and wow, it was packed. It was because I didn't know this was happening. I really didn't. And then I was like, well, something must be going on. And then afterwards, I thought, I bet it's wrestling because I figured it wasn't basketball with that many school buses.
Yeah.
So yeah.
They always have a nice setup in there too. I like how they do their wrestling layout.
Yep, nice job.
And then if you go down to the state wrestling meet, you know, usually Winnebago sends a couple qualifiers down there. And wow, you talk about a atmosphere. That place is nuts. You know what I mean? You got to experience it. And Tyler, you went down there, and it is really something to
Yeah, overall, the transition that has happened with sports at the high school here, I think, has been really, really good, simply because, you know, back in my day, you had the main things, you know, football, volleyball, basketball, track, that was it, you know, but now there's so many different things, and I like it because, you know, not every student is, you know, adept at these classic sports. You know, wrestling's come forward, they now have esports.
Yes.
I know that their speech and drama is stepping forward as well, so there's a lot of really good things. And I mean, there's probably even more, you know, I can't say I'm the authority on that, so. But.
For sure. And then the secondary level too, Little Priest Tribal College is kind of, they do the AHEC conference. I know that they're going to be starting booting up, what do they call it? Spring classes that are going to be taking place. So I'm sure if you guys are interested in taking some classes, but that AHEC is really awesome if you have an opportunity to ever attend one of those. I think it's going to be in Minneapolis this year, and something to really shoot for because they have Knowledge Bowl.
Yep.
They have hand game. Like the hand game is like the Super Bowl, and then actually Little Priest Tribal College is the defending 2023 hand game champions.
Yes.
Remember they had that big ceremony? And
We gotta bring it, guys. Come on.
Yes.
Over 37 TCUs, tribal college universities that are competing in that thing. It is really awesome. So
Practice that sneakiness.
yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? The whole hand game thing is really cool.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
But yeah, I good words on that one too. And I think what do we got for our streaming coming up?
So we do have a basketball game coming up this Friday. I will be sure to get out a promotion for like the times, because I want to say it's usually about 6 p.m. But they have junior varsity that tips off before that. So usually I believe they tip off at like 4:30. They'll do the practice gym and then the main gym. But we'll have the varsity games live streamed on the Winnebago Public School YouTube page channel. She didn't finish her word. Pay.
And
YouTube
guys,
channel.
too, if you guys know anybody that wants to try their hand in commentating or
Yes.
even being behind the lens, commentating is not for everybody. You know, you might think like you're going to say something wrong, but even behind the lens, you know, I'm really proud of the team that we assembled too.
Yes.
You know, Billy DeCora hasn't missed a game. You know what I mean? He's always there to help out and stuff. But there's a whole production behind it.
Yes,
and
there
if you
is.
guys are interested in, come talk to us because
Definitely.
we need a whole pool of
Yes.
people to help us out and shoot.
Maybe someone has a conflict with this one, so it'd be nice to have like additional help to come in.
Yeah, for sure. And then sometimes the council or we'll get a special assignment. You guys ended up in Pine Ridge, South Dakota this year. You know what I mean? And then I think last year we covered the Santee basketball game, and that was in, I don't know where it was.
Yeah, it was like in
somewhere way over there.
Yes,
those lips are out.
For real, man. The sand dunes or something, man. There was a
journey.
bird flying beside our car, and it just had no trees to land on, so it just fell out of the sky.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, thought it was a buzzard circling.
Yeah,
I kind of forgot about that road trip, but that one was a journey. It definitely
Good
was.
one.
I mean, I hate to say it, but remember that time we stopped, and then we picked up that, because I wanted the feathers and stuff. You know what I mean? There was a winged relative, you know what I mean, that unfortunately got taken out by a semi or something. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, no use of let's savor these cherished feathers and. Could be on my new outfit. But it was crazy because it just happened, and then Billy was like, what'd you do, Garrett, if that bird woke up? We're like, where am I at?
Billy's imagination.
Kind of like in that one movie where they hit that deer and it wakes up and like, where am I at?
Totally.
Crazy.
What movie is that? Nah.
The Tommy Boy.
Oh.
Yeah.
You remember he has that real nice car and stuff, and they hit a deer, and then they put it in the back seat, and then here it wakes up. You don't remember that one? You got, oh man, that's the best movie ever. Anyways,
Chris Farley. Oh my gosh.
When you're saying that, I was thinking of Scary Movie when they hit that boot.
That's what
Way
I thought. You hit a boot.
Where's the foot? Nah. But yeah, that's the next upcoming live stream is on Friday for the basketball team, and then we'll have our programming coming back. So we have the big hour. Got to get our January schedule out, so I'll be collaborating with the rest of the DJs. But I do know that I'll be in here tomorrow for the big hour.
okay, cool. And then Baby Bison Beats, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I know we have
2 that are interested in coming in for the spring semester.
okay.
Nice.
Okay.
So, yes. We have a returning and then a new.
Yeah, so parents that are going to be taking their kids back to Winnebago
Yes.
and stuff, ask them if they want to come up and, even get a tour and stuff, you know what I mean? Because Big Voice is doing a lot of good things, and appreciate all the help and support that we have and stuff
Definitely.
too. So
Just to follow up real quick, Baby Bison Beats is Thursday evenings from 7 to 8. So season 2 is with MC Ash, and they went over to the winter break now. So unfortunately, with the radio and all that stuff, how it was not playing over the airwaves, Morgan, DJ Grandson, and MC Musso, we weren't able to meet up here in the studio for Thursday over the break, but we will have some new episodes coming with the new apprentices.
that is awesome. Yeah, there was a firewall issue, guys, and so when that happens, it sends a shockwave throughout the tribe systems and everything. And I think it probably had to do with the update, and you know what I mean. Windows is trying to update, and then sometimes they don't communicate with each other. IT crew, I know that your brother is on part of that crew,
Yes.
and Brandon and everybody down there and stuff were on it. So they had to work during the winter break and stuff. But then the transmitter site over in Allen 2 needed some maintenance and stuff, so we went over there. And I got a story to tell you on that one. You know what I mean? It's pretty interesting, but beautiful.
I saw your post.
Yeah, it was just like, oh my goodness and stuff. But we got it figured out. We're back on the air.
Yes.
I had to call Brian, and I was like, hey, are we on the air? And you're like, yes, we are. You know what I mean? But blood, sweat, and tears, guys, man.
Tweets.
Tears, you know?
The tear was coming down. Yeah.
Yeah, that poor dog. No.
Was the soup good? No, just kidding.
Man, if you see me going down the road with some huskies, you know what I mean? Because those are really nice looking dogs, you know what I mean?
Yes, they are. Yep.
I don't know if
Picture Balta.
they shed a lot and stuff like that, but you know what I mean? Like, I have a little, I don't know what it is, a little teacup Yorkie, is that what they call it?
Okay.
Cute.
Yeah, her name's Cuddles, but she's old. She's over 10 years old and stuff, you know,
Cute.
kind of getting arthritis and everything, kind of.
Aw.
Yeah, but she's been with us for a long time. Anyways, so we've been discussing getting, a big dog and stuff, and I don't know, you know what I mean?
They're big, but they're like so full of love. Like,
Yeah?
they're just,
They think they're small.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. It's
I
a
have
commitment.
an
It
American
is.
Bulldog, and man, he thinks he's just a little tiny puppy.
Oh, wow.
But I do have a tiny puppy. His name's Yoda, and he's still a puppy, so he's very tiny. But he's been doing this one thing where he stands up now, like when he wants my attention. He just stands there.
Oh, wow.
Like he's just like that, like plop down with his hands like that. It's
That is
cute.
cool. They're pretty smart, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
They are exactly to that point. Because my daughter's dogs, they know how to get her attention because she's sitting at her video game console. She has a desk set up and all that kind of stuff. Has headphones on, yelling at whoever she's yelling at. But they'll come over and they'll literally like put her paw on her shoulder, like tapping her.
Yeah.
Like, pay attention to
Sure.
us.
Yeah.
Man,
So,
I miss my dog.
and
now.
other things. So yeah.
And you have one, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
just got one?
Yep.
I was
Yeah, he's about 3 months now, and he's just getting chubbier. It's just amazes me.
all right.
I
So,
had
good.
I was just gonna say I had a hard time with my dog Peanut, so he looks just like she did. You know what I mean? Like he
Sure.
just embodies how she looked, and he acts like how she acted, and it's crazy.
Peanut was the white one, huh?
Yeah, my mom was like, they come back to you, and it's like,
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, for
I
sure,
know.
for sure.
Each time.
Peanut was Dwight's mom, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
The whole family tree.
I know.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right, well, we're going to get back into kind of the groove of things here. Winnebago Talks is going to happen every Tuesday.
Yes.
We're going to kick off at 11. We did have some technical issues, so that's why we kicked off a little late than normal and stuff. But we're going to try to fill everybody in on some of the things that are going to be happening this week. Like they said, there's a game on Friday. We do have some programming. Tomorrow's Big Voice Sports Show, and then also the Big Hour. And DJ Bethany, do you have an idea of kind of, if you never tuned into a Big Hour, it'd be a good chance to tune in?
Yes, definitely. So every, as MCBKC mentioned, each of the DJs kind of goes in their own direction. With the Big Hour, we actually get to just go whichever direction we want to take it. So when I host, I like to do an artist spotlight.
Yeah.
So I do have an artist in mind, but just gonna have to tune in tomorrow.
There you go. The commercial break kind of, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Here comes
Long
the
pause.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right. So make sure you tune in. Thursday is a good day
Yes.
too, because we have some programming that takes place. ARL, All Request Live for 2024. It'll be the first of the year.
Yes.
Make sure you
DJ
check that.
Mac Attack be joining.
Yeah. And so if you guys have a request or anything like that, make sure you send it on in. You can text it. You can message the Facebook page.
Top five's out as well.
Already.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just carried, because the radio also carried over from last week, so just get those votes in.
We'll get that reposted and
Yeah,
everything too.
yep.
Sometimes we even offer a prize for those that cast their
drawing.
vote, and we kind of do a random selection of that. And then we also have Res Ride on
Yes.
Thursday.
Yes.
Thursdays from 4 to 6.
If you haven't tuned in to Res Ride for a while here, you kind of have a different format.
Yeah, one of the things that we changed definitely was we don't have like basically the random music in the background now. There are songs throughout the entire show literally from the moment we begin to the moment we say thanks for joining us. There are music and different songs throughout, and I've been really digging for radio-friendly versions of songs that have been dying to play, and I've found quite a few of them so far, but I still got a lot of work to do with it. But tune in, because that reformatted version I think makes a big difference. We got a lot of good feedback with it as well, because there's music for 2 straight hours.
Awesome. That is awesome. I love it. And then we also have the Love Line on there, and then there's different kind of
all the regular programming, Loveline, of course, everyone loves that because it just goes in so many really weird places, but everyone's like, I know who that is. It's like,
So the idea is to give the bird. I was gonna say the best and the worst together. The best, worst advice.
Yes, the best, worst advice this side of Hatchet Hill. So yes.
Yeah, I think like one of the scenarios is like, what if I don't like my mother-in-law cooking or something like that? And we're like, oh my god.
Or
you know?
I still like it, but we're broke up. What do I do? It's like, still trying to fiend for that plate. It's like, yeah. So I mean, there's so much stuff out there. That
Real
goes
quick,
in.
I just want to bring up one that always stuck with me was the one whenever you said or someone sent in a thing about she keeps wearing her ex's basketball
yeah.
T-shirt, our old tournament T-shirt
Yeah,
or something like that.
Mr. Defense. No.
Yeah, exactly.
3-on-3 champ.
3 on 3.
And the advice was, is it a champion shirt? Because if not, throw it away.
It's a good
It's
one.
like, are you wearing anything else? So yeah, so Res Ride every Thursday from 4 to 6. And then, of course, Midnight Love. We're going to have a new show this week.
Cool.
And it is going to feature songs from the last 3 years. So step forward in time, guys, because typically we've done R&B from the even as far back as the 70s, 80s, and 90s and into the 2000s, but this show is all very new music, and I'm really excited for you guys to hear it. So
Awesome.
Definitely.
And then Friday night hot mix and
Oh,
stuff.
yep.
We might have to kind of switch the schedule just a little bit because of the game. But when
Oh,
that
yeah,
happens, we'll make sure that there are a lot of people that tune in.
Yep.
And if you're not able in the area, you know what I mean, you still can enjoy the music and the powwow programming
Yes.
and all that with our online media player. That's the WinnebagoTribe.com, and search KWTN Radio, and then you'll just be connected anywhere. So all my friends in Hawaii, they're tuning in. You know what I mean? We always
Over
have that
in
one
Great
person.
Britain?
Yep, over in UK.
nice.
For the month of January, Walk for Health is at Whirling Thunder, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Make sure you check that on out. This was in the Winnebago on the news, Tyler, and I liked it. It's a fitness competition for Winnebago community members 18 plus to walk laps indoor. Participants are asked to check in at the Whirling Thunder Wellness front desk and log 5+ laps each week to earn a limited edition Health Ed t-shirt. So if you New Year's resolution and one of the things is you want better health or anything like that, going on to Whirling Thunder Wellness Center, kind of want to bring that public service announcement to you folks and stuff. So I like that. And then they also have a lot of good different things in the Winnebago on the news. I got that one there, but they also want to make mention that vaccinations, as
Oh,
you know,
yes.
it is flu season.
COVID is not gone.
Right. COVID, RSV, and flu vaccinations are now available at our local WCHS hospital, Winnebago Comprehensive Healthcare System, 12 Clans Unity Hospital, and the Winnebago Public Health Department. So it's kind of like there's 3 entities there. WCHS is the big umbrella. Underneath that umbrella is 12 Clans, and then Winnebago Public Health Department. People always ask me, I get confused, you know what I mean? Like, so here's what I like to kind of explain it is 12 Clans Unity Hospital is like if you break an arm, you're going to go to the hospital, right? Or if you feel sick and stuff, you're going to go to the hospital. The Winnebago Public Health Department helps out with prevention of a lot of those things, you know what I mean? So they're going to help you prevent breaking your arm or helping you prevent getting sick, things like that. So it's just like they work hand in hand, and they're very, being healthy, walking and all that, great stress reliever.
Yes, it is.
It's healthy for your body. You're cutting calories and everything. So there's nothing bad about walking and everything too. So we want to encourage that here on behalf of the Big Voice.
Definitely.
Any announcements?
So I was just trying to follow up on what you was mentioning about the vaccines here. So I seen this was with the WCHS,
Yes.
how vaccines work. So they have the vaccines give your body specific. Oh, I went too fast for me. Antigens or weak or inactive forms of a virus they are designed to prevent. And then your body is always learning. It identifies and creates antibodies to fight those antigens. And also your body makes more and more of those antibodies just in case.
Very nice.
So schedule your vaccine today, 402-878-2231.
If you have time, guys, I seriously suggest that you look into how the RNA vaccines were created. Of course, back in 2020 when COVID first arrived and everyone was totally freaking out and stuff, I did a little bit of research on my own. And of course, I went to, the sources that were legitimate. Just like Joe's blog. It wasn't nothing like that. It was actually from like the National Health Board and those type of things, and the physicians' health, all that kind of stuff. And the research that I was able to find was some of the history on how the RNA vaccines came forward. Because of course, the vaccine that of course became the COVID vaccine in its first form, and then it's been multiplied since, but actually came from the flu vaccine in a very similar way. But my point is the story is really, really interesting because it goes back all the way back into the 1800s on learning how the flu itself mutates. And then from time to time, things change, and whatever else. So it's kind of crazy. Stephen King's book, The Stand, I think we talked about this in one of our shows too. He had research of, where he talked to physicians and how they explain the mutation of the flu virus, because in Stephen King's book it's a very similar type of world pandemic that literally kills off 90% of the population in his book, but at the same time it was all based in science, and that's my point. It's like it's a really really good thing to read about.
That is cool. More knowledge the better.
Yeah, it does, because a lot of people are like, well, they're giving you dead versions of, or weakened versions of this and that, and it's like, no, actually it wasn't. It was exactly like what you just shown on the graphic. It was there. It gives your body the ability to create what's necessary to fight, and then as it is exposed over time, it already has an awareness. So like all of us, I highly suggest you keep updated with your vaccines. Of course, consult your physician and your providers to make sure you have all the updated information, but with that being said, make sure that your body has what it needs, so you can survive these potentially deadly infections.
Yes.
So
For sure. Little Priest Tribal College has some positions open: community education coordinator, library coordinator, maintenance and security assistant, project director, administrative assistant, and then they also have some adjunct for early childhood education, and then cannabis studies. Now that one's a new program that is very interesting and stuff. You know what I mean? The cannabis studies program that the Little Priest is offering up there. I would like to interview somebody, and I know that we had a couple of their staff members come down, Darla and what's his name, Aaron, Aaron Porbear, come down, talk about that and stuff. But I would like to kind of hear from a student, you know what I mean, how that's going and everything. As you know, that industry is growing.
Going to continue to grow.
For sure. And I know that the Winnebago tribe has a hemp commission. I think they're getting some training and coming up with some policies and regulations and everything too. Maybe get them kind of in the same room and see if we can, figure something out on kind of getting that education out to the good folks out there and about that.
The best thing, I'm glad that it's there, but the best thing that I got to say from my point of view that I like with it is Little Priest Tribal College is constantly looking for different ways to provide educational opportunities. So while yes indeed, the hemp area is something that is very, very new to the tribe, but also has a huge potential, there's always a viewpoint of what else do our people want to learn about. And then the college, it sets up what's necessary to provide, that type of education. So I really like it. So kudos to everybody at the college. Yeah,
they got a new science building coming up too. That's going to be debuting here.
Yes,
so very, very cool. All right, well, without further ado, like I said, we're still trying to get back into the groove, knocking off the cobwebs from 2023, and we'll be coming out with some new programming 2024 and stuff, but that's all I have for you good folks and stuff. You guys, anything else that we would need to make mention?
Yes, I have one that is coming from DJ Mac Attack, so it's with his other hat where he hosts Indigenous Voice. So as everybody knows, yesterday was New Year's Day, and usually the first Monday of the month, the Morningstar Counseling and Society of Care, they'll come in and they'll host Indigenous Voice. Tomorrow, next Monday, they're gonna pop in for a live to kind of make up for the month of January.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And then next Tuesday, too, we have some health officials coming up, and they're going to be on Winnebago Talks, so you don't want to miss that episode. We'll get their promotion out there for you good folks so you guys can tune in, and a lot of good information to be coming your way as well and stuff, too. So, Tyler, anything else?
Just real quick, for my bagel bits, I'll be talking about WPS sports and then a little bit about the winter break.
Oh, cool. Looking forward to it. Brian?
Always look forward to what's happening in the issues. Get your guys' information into the WIN as early as you can, because we're going to be really writing with the deadlines, etc., and that type of thing. But also, I'm really excited for you guys to see what's coming up, the digital media, as we step forward into it. And of course, don't forget about page 6, what it means to be a member of the Winnebago community.
All right. Well, kicking off 2024, thank you guys for tuning in, for those that are joining us, and we'll be here. If you guys need anything, let us know. Have a good day.
Later.